So, welcome back to my new channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to get my new channel up and running. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, to get these messages out there. Again, they are collective readings. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So I've just shuffled, pulled a few cards to see what the reading's going to be about. And then we've got Page of Cups coming out, the Emperor in reverse, then we've got the Destiny Wheel, Nine of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So we've got an absent father, a very distorted masculine, an absent father. There's been a lot of projection from this distorted masculine, this absent father. There's been a lot of projection. What he's wanting, this distorted masculine, is not wanting anyone to be aware of the Nine of Wands in reverse, that he's in possession of the fruits of this feminine's labour, right? Like some sort of old money or new money. I was getting maybe quite possible, like some old money. Yeah. So actually, he wants to have the fruits of this labour, this inheritance, right? This destiny of his own children's mother. He actually strongly believes in his head that he deserves his children's mother's inheritance, because he wants to be seen as strong, powerful and courageous. But he's living in an upside down world, but he don't want anyone to know that it's actually after this feminine's like destiny, her wheel of fortune, like what's like actually in her destiny, which is this inheritance. He's wanting that for himself and he's in possession of it. Four of Pentacles in reverse, that could be people, property, items, belongings, money, monetary, but he don't want anyone else to be aware. It's like he wants to just live in a deluded land and trot around physically and have everyone believe that it's his money. Judgment. So basically, under major judgment, Nine of Pentacles, he wants to literally, and then Seven of Wands, gain power and control and take that financial stability and that independence that could actually be an independent business of his own children's mother, because he's got like children with this feminine. He actually believes in his head that he's got the right to take the fruits of her labour, her business, her businesses, maybe multiple businesses. It could be multiple businesses. He's got the right to take power and control because he's got child or children with this feminine, and it's not actually in his destiny. But he don't want anyone to be aware that he's in possession of this financial stability. It could be getting an independent business. So it could be, we've got Three of Wands, King of Wands, the Strength card, Fool card, Ten of Cups, and Three of Cups. Then the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be multiple businesses, like investment, like it's teamed up with family. Could be a Leo, foolishly, with this Ten of Cups, teamed up with family, third party, celebrated, right? They've got no love for this independent business, right? They've not got the same love, the same passion as what this feminine has, but because it comes with a lot of money, that Seven of Pentacles, they want it. Because they just want the financial stability, what comes with it. But I is getting that they're only going to run this business into the ground because they've not got that love in the heart for that business. Three of Pentacles in reverse, and they've not even got the same skills for this like business. So basically, he, along with family, maybe even friends, a third party, they've not got the skills for this business. Like they do not possess them very same skills. So it's just really baffling that they've tried to gain power and control over this feminine's financial stability, her independent business ideas, her inheritance, when they don't even possess the same skills. But what they've done it for, because obviously they're just mad, they've done it because they want to spend it on partying. and not actually put the work in. So basically, someone who's put all the work in and done all the work, they just want to cash in on it, monetizing it. They have that, and then they spend it on partying. Oh, Jesus. So basically, with the Knight of Swords, they wanted to be seen as well powerful and courageous, and they was totally shut off from their emotions. So they're very emotionless. Again, they don't have that mental capacity. They don't have like the heart, and it's not actually in their sole purpose. It's not written in the stars for them to have hold of all this, but they want to have hold of it. So they're in possession, and they're just going to run this business into the ground. They're just going to run it into the ground. It's literally one of them where they just run it into the ground straight away. We've got Hermit Virgo in reverse, so they don't possess that knowledge or wisdom in that same area. They've not got that love, they've not got that passion, they've not got it. So they want to take a leap of faith towards someone else's destiny. So with this Three of Cups, maybe a drinker, could be a drinker, and then just wanting the party in life, what comes with it. Like someone who's a drinker, someone who's just always drinking and getting like pissed up, he's just wanted to possess that money in the inheritance, but they've not got the same passion. They're not willing to put the work in. It's like they're expecting someone else to do the work and that, and then they just take everything from them. Three of Swords. So, and then Knight of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So they're persistently spying, taking someone's hard work, perseverance, and then monetizing and taking everything constantly. So it's getting that with the Seven of Cups in reverse, and then the Six of Cups in reverse. They've been really childish and immature. They just got lost in an illusion. They've got lost in an illusion that it's totally fine for them to do it time and time again. Just they're being really childish because they just want the money so they can piss it up the wall and party and have the partying lifestyle, but they've not even got this passion. I mean, obviously we all deserve to celebrate and stuff like that, but like they're wanting to just take control of someone else's financial stability, that independent business or businesses, multiple businesses. It could be multiple businesses, but again, they don't have that same passion, and they're only going to run the business into the ground and just piss everything up the wall. But that's what they've done it for. So we've got High Priestess in reverse, and then we've got Two of Swords. And then Empress. So they're wanting someone else's empire. They wanted the throat chakra magic, right? They've gone to a dark high priestess to create a lot of illusions. We've got evil eye. They're really angry. This is where this projection's come on in then. So in the beginning, I said there's been like a lot of projection. Two of Swords. They've been projecting a lot of anger and evil energy towards this Empress because they want her financial stability. They want her empire. They've teamed up to gain power and control, but they don't want anyone else to be aware that they're trying to gain power and control, or they already have. Gain power and control against this Empress's empire, multiple businesses, multiple business ideas. But again, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, they don't possess them very same skills or talents. So I just don't understand why they've done it. But obviously, they've just seen the money, what comes with it. A lot of projection. They've gone to a dark high priestess as well. So there's probably been hexes and curses and trying to, with the Two of Swords, create blockages. Constantly trying to create blockages every time, like creative blockages like on that life path, that journey. So like with the Wheel of Fortune, where it turns in your favour because, or in this person's favour, because they've done the hard work and they've persistently kept at it and done their own work. They've not. They've just seen this perseverance and this Empress building this empire, and they want to take it for themselves. So that they're deliberately trying to bring that heartbreak sadness, grief, and mourning because this Empress is constantly building an empire, and then they're snatching everything away because they want the money what comes with it, and then she's going, building another empire, building and regenerating, and then they're snatching everything, and then they're still going on off to do, like, go to a dark high priestess to do spell work. Four of Swords in reverse. It's like this Empress is feeling like she can't even rest. It's like, you know, like if you're, like, say if you're studying and you want to obviously achieve your dreams or your goals and your aspirations, every time that comes, that achievement, it's constantly getting snatched. And then someone else is claiming victory for it and the monetary. And then doing it again and building everything up again. And then in they come again, in he comes again with family and snatch it for themselves. And then regenerating and rebuilding again. And then in this come 11:11 again and they snatch it. Four of Swords in reverse. But obviously, again, if he's trying to do business or something like that, and you've got to do like a lot of studying and planning and stuff like that, and putting everything together, that comes with a lot of sleepless nights and hard work behind the scenes, what other people's not going to really see. So it's like she can't even rest or even enjoy her rewards, the fruits of her own labour, because this Emperor in reverse is wanting this Empress's empire because he strongly believes. So it could either be her children's father or her own father, or maybe even both. So her father or her children's father, or maybe even both, who's doing it together persistently because they're wanting it. But with it coming out in reverse and saying it's a distorted masculine and Two of Swords, 12, projecting a lot of evil eye, gone to a dark high priestess, Six of Swords overseas, why not? I mean, obviously that's just sarcasm. Something to do with overseas. And then, maybe gone to someone overseas. Then we've got Four of Wands in reverse, and then Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of lies. There's taking knowledge, work, wisdom, hair work, Four of Wands, and then trying to deliberately, with this Three of Swords, going back to Three of Swords, sadness, depression, unhappy because they've not got love in their own heart. So that unhappiness feeling is actually a projection from them. It's their insecurities. So it could be an empath. It's their insecurities. Could have quite possibly took a home or a building. Going back to the Four of Pentacles, they're in possession of what's not actually theirs. But again, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, they don't possess them very same skills or talents. But it's like, it's a straight up copy and paste. Again, she does all the work and they keep coming in and snatching everything and then roaming around acting like, well, it's theirs. And then doing some sort of spell casting. Then we've got the World in reverse. It's persistent. Nine of Swords, it's like they've not even had the sleepless nights, the worries, the anxiety. Because obviously, like, with any type of business, you're always going to have that worry, what's if it don't work? And then a lot of people will be scared of success as well. So scared of failure and scared of success, worries, sleepless nights, obviously raising children single-handedly, and then trying to work and have business or multiple businesses and build that empire is like a hard load to carry. Page of Wands, so there's some sort of message or news. Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles, taking business ideas, taking gifts, business ideas, multiple businesses, constantly taking it, but with the wheel, not the wheel, the World in reverse, it's persistent. So maybe even no way. So actually, like, oh geez. So, you know, like, they could actually be presenting work and business ideas, what's not even theirs, and they're accepting some sort of gifts and rewards for it. Yeah, and then they're standing there real proud, like they're the messenger, and like they're the, nah. Because it's like obviously a collective reading, so they could be doing this to a reader and stealing someone else's readings and claiming that it's their own. Claiming to possess that they have someone else's gifts and skills, but when it comes to it, they're like, go on then, prove yourself, and they can't. They can't because they don't possess them skills. Then the real person, they don't want anyone to see the real person. It's like, oh, yeah. And then the real person, just try and keep that person in darkness, lock that person away or whatever. You don't see the real person. Some real dodgy stuff. Real dodgy, corrupt stuff going down. Nine of Pentacles and Judgment. They're wondering, like, they don't care about judgment now from the divine. They don't even care about the judgment from the divine. It's like, they don't care. It could be something to do with, like, but like I say, it is actually a collective reading, something to do with resurrection. Yeah, it's something to do with resurrection. But again, it is a collective reading, but there's something to do with resurrection. And regenerating and rebuilding. But with this Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, it's being persistent. But this could have happened with this Page of Cups since childhood. So it could actually be this feminine's father or her children's father. Three of Pentacles in reverse, who does not possess them same skills, but we've got some sort of messenger, right? So basically, if it is something to do with like a reader or energy reader or someone who's like really intuitive, like some sort of message, and if they don't care about judgment from the divine, Three of Cups, all they want to do is team up the third party and celebrate. Something what they don't even love, they don't have no love for. The eyes getting something surrounding that's not, someone's not having love for the divine. Someone's not having love for God. Someone's got no love for God. Someone's got no love for God. But again, it is a collective reading. Someone's got no love for the Most High. And then what they're doing, or what they're trying to do, Five of Cups in reverse, the Magician card, and Eight of Swords. So we're going to like this Dark Witch. I was getting like what there's done is just try to use a lot of energy manipulation to twist and do. There's a lot of twisting and a lot of manipulation of energy, and they've tried to cloak themselves in someone else's energy. They tried to do binding spells, right? And because of what they've done, they're going to go to prison for a long time, because obviously if they're constantly stealing someone else's business ideas and taking everything, it is actually robbery, it's theft, and I don't see why anyone should work hard persistently. They're getting a load of like dark energy sent their way, and then like every idea or that hard work, that perseverance and stuff like that, like why should someone like steal it just because they've either got a child or children with this person, or that they is this feminine's father that's trying to cloak themselves in that energy. They're trying to cloak themselves in that energy, then they're going and off, and there's going to a dark witch to twist and manipulate that energy, and then there's trying to do like there's done binding, so trying to do third eye blockages, binding spells, soul ties, trying to wrap that person up and literally slam that person to a side. There's been a lot of slamming about in spiritual warfare, where there's like doing like like that person's been getting wrapped up and binded in spirit and slammed all over in spirit while they're living a life of luxury off the back of somebody else. Like, I don't know if that's going to make sense, but I've had that done to me, so I know what it feels like. And then, because of what they've done, they wanted this feminine to go to prison for what she's not even done. Like, it's like they want her to have their bad karma and they reap the fruits of their labour, her rewards, and she has all their bad karma and she goes to prison. Which is just weird. I don't know how anyone could get away with that. Then we've got Queen of Swords. So because she's getting in that Queen of Swords, maybe trying to Beck could be significant. Trying to break soul ties and stuff and cut these karmics out and get straight to the point. They don't like that either. They don't like this truth. And then we've got Hangman. There's a lot of manipulation and quite possibly then we've got the Sun card in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse and 4 of Pentacles in reverse and 7 of Pentacles. So there's been some sort of sacrifice, but they don't want to be illuminated. They want her light. They want her illumination. They want her channel, her brain waves, her like ideas. Like say, obviously, if you've got an idea, like a good idea, what could actually work, they want in that, and then they want to like literally the one who's thinking and using the brain. There's not liking that because they've not got that same brain. They don't want to expand their brain. So it's getting this proper like small-minded, but it's something to do with studying, and they've not done that same studying. They've just took it for themselves, and then they've not got that same passion. So manipulating because they want to make out like it's their ideas, it's their illumination, it's their perspective, and it's not. So they're even taking someone else's perspective for themselves, like, and then twisting and manipulating. So the way, like, because obviously we all got our own, like, viewpoint of the world, like, yeah, and like someone else, like the way someone else views the world, they're trying to take that for themselves. But it's not theirs. 6 of Wands in reverse. It's a proper false victory. And they're living in upside down world. Like literally they're actually trotting around. We need King of Cups in reverse. So it could be 2 masculines doing it. King of Cups in reverse. Then a Hierophant. And the Chariot card. This King of Cups in reverse don't even have no love for the Most High. So, and even the Most High knows it's not their recognition, it's not their forward movement, it's not, they're trying to take control. It's like control of someone else's reigns, recognition, and it's not even theirs. And they're trying to play God. So they actually believe that they can play God. 8 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And they're constantly pulling, like, and then spreading bad news about that person. But again, they've not got the skills or talent. Like, they don't have that skill. They don't have that gift, that individual gift. It's not their gift. They was not blessed with that gift from the Most High. I mean, if you've not been blessed with that gift on the inside from the Most High, then they've not been blessed with that gift from the Most High. They need to concentrate on their own gifts and building their own empire instead of seeing this Empress build her empire persistently and her hard work and then wanting to rip it off. Constantly, though, they've not just done this once, twice, 3 times a frigging lady. They've done this so many times. And they really need to focus on building their own empire instead of seeing this empress constantly rebuilding, regenerating, doing that single-handedly with the Nine of Pentacles. And then in a group, there's wanting to take it all for themselves. But because not many people are getting to see what's going on, they're getting away with it. And then obviously, with this Page of Wands, if she's getting that message out there that there's doing it and there's taking absolutely everything, they want to shut her down and shut her up and get her up 25. Don't let other people say, yeah, 3 wands. Don't let anyone gain insight. And then as soon as someone tries to gain insight or she tries to speak out, hanged man, they're going in for sacrificing them all the time. Wow. But I've had this happen with me. Like, I've been sacrificed God knows how many times with my own children. And every time, like, I'll do something, they'll come on in and they'll sacrifice me and they'll take absolutely everything. And then they'll start lying about me. And then literally, because, like, I've wrote my own music and everything, and, like, I keep getting sacrificed. But previous to that, anyways, I kept getting sacrificed as a child. And, like, it's just like how many times me and my kids have been sacrificed is absolutely horrific. We got the world and the 8 of Wands in reverse, but they're not wanting the world to know about what they're doing. I mean, if they knew what they was doing was totally fine and above board, why would they want the world to know? 26. No, they don't want the world to know. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Because of talk, and then we've got Temperance behind it and Archangel's Empire. Persistently, this, what's the Medusa? What's he called? Emperor in reverse. An absent dysfunctional distorted father, Wheel of Fortune, and everything. So, 7 of Swords in reverse, but he's been caught, something surrounding, being caught in action, Tower in reverse, and some sort of change, and then 8 of Pentacles in reverse, throat chakra. So they're wanting that destiny, what's from the Most High, what's God ordained for themselves, like an archangel, not wanting them to spread them wings, build that empire from like what I and then literally 8 Pentacles in reverse, and lying and manipulating and changing and making up like it's theirs, and it's not, and they're doing it all the time, and they love it. I just getting like these enemies, they're just romanticising and fantasising with each other of how it would be to keep tearing down this empire and have someone else just do everything for them, and they just sit there and live a life of luxury. Throat chakra, really bad throat chakra. Maybe they've got real bad anxiety and they really don't want the truth to get out there, because it could actually end up worldwide news. Queen of Cups in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and 5 of Swords. So his Queen of Cups in reverse has joined with enemies because his Queen of Cups in reverse knows full well and for a fact that she does not possess them skills what this Empress does. So she's got bitter and jealous and envious. So she's down for it because she's proper bitter. 28, jealous and envious. 6 of Wands in reverse, proper hunting down. We've got Queen of Wands in reverse, seducing people, like they're all just joining up together. It's like a hate alliance of people who want to group together, tear this one person's empire down, and they overtake this empire when they've not got them same skills or talents. They've not got that same thing on the inside. They've not got unconditional love for the divine. I mean, if it's an archangel and they don't love God, and they're trying to take from an archangel who loves God, who has got that unconditional love for God, and they're trying to take that generational wealth because they're all about the money, they've got a heavy heart. But they like to do the same thing. Build up that she's building up that empire. So there's masculines and feminines involved, but with this family, like his family, he was teaming up maybe with friends and their family and third parties. Wow. King of Swords in reverse. Just emotionless. I'm getting like proper dead on the inside. Someone who's real dead on the inside, who would literally sacrifice full card youths, children, to have that. Yeah, someone who's actually in family willing to sacrifice children in order to have someone else's inheritance and someone else's generational wealth. Oh, this is sickness, man. Justice. So justice is going to be served. But there's something surrounding that persistent heartbreak. And because there's been a lot of dark energy work, persistent, and then wishing Empress ill will, a lot of projection. So they're trying to project illness on this Empress as well. So they're doing dark energy work. Then they're trying to project illness, their illnesses, and their illnesses, what they're struggling with themselves because they've not gone and done their own work, either physically or spiritually. They've just seen someone else build up that empire and then they're going to smash it down and take it for themselves. It's like, I don't know, someone was to buy a house or to move into a home and then build that home up. And then a group of family just coming on in, trying to like batter that person or something, drag them outside of the home and then just take off of that home or something like that. That's literally what these families like. And this ex. Jeez. I don't know if it's that marshmallow. Infuser stuff. It's real misty as well. But it smells really nice. The sweet aroma of marshmallows. Yeah. Like straight up copy and pasting. Something's just feeling a bit weird. I'm just feeling like something's feeling really like weird. Like something's just not right. Something's just not right. I just feel like something's really not. Obviously, that's just not right. What I tapped into, but something's just not right. They could have real bad anxiety because they don't want to get found out for what they've done, so they want to keep it hush-hush and keep it amongst themselves, so they don't want the person who they're doing it to be able to speak out. My throat's feeling real weird. Yeah, they've tried to stop someone from breathing. Yeah, they tried to stop someone from breathing. There's something what they've tried to do to stop someone from breathing using spell casting. Hold on. Hold on. Don't think. Where are they? Hold on. I can't even find the cards what I need to look for. I've got them. I've got that many cards, and it gets very hard to find what the ones that I'm looking for. Right. But I do need more. I want more. I think I want more rather than need more. So we've got scrying. So, and then the moon, right? And hand fasting. high priest or high priestess. So they've done this to someone who's a seer, who's got a good channel and connection to the divine, right? So they wanted to claim to be like an empress or high priestess. They're going to a dark high priestess. I don't think that thing's agreeing with me. That marshmallow stuff smells really nice there. So they're going to do scrying. They're doing moon magic with the moon cycles. Hand fasting and union. They're wanting to see who this divine feminine, this empress's masculine is. So they're scrying even into that love life and relationship as well to see who she's like meeting up and having what have you with. But they're scrying through a mirror. Like, so they're going to someone who's like a dark high priestess who does scrying and looks into my throat chakra. There's something to do with like real bad chest. I'm feeling like someone could have like a real bad chest infection. Something to do with a real bad chest infection. Yeah. So they're wanting to see who this feminine's masculine is. So like basically if she was to meet up with a guy, they'd be scrying and watching through a mirror. You know, like if he's like sat with your partner, the last thing he's gonna want if he's like with your partner and he's trying to have like canoodle or sexy time or canoodle, what have you. The last thing you're gonna want is some freak staring at you and scrying at you when you're at it. Innit? Like this is proper invasion of privacy. Like really bad invasion of privacy. They've done mirror magic. Balance. Imagination. Wand, they're waving that round with intention. So they're doing a lot of spell casting. There's definitely something to do with breathing. They've been trying to intensify it. So I'm going to go into this deck, right? They've been trying to intensify the spell work, what they're doing. So it's getting something to do with a chest infection. Or pneumonia. Yeah, pneumonia. Then we've got binding. So they've been trying to bind in spirit, luck, nutmeg, luck, because they know that his feminine's like got some good luck or good stuff coming down here. Or maybe they feel like, yeah, she's too lucky, she's got too much. She's got too much good luck. We want that good luck, so there could be energy harvesting. I was just feeling like there's a really weird like chest infection. Right? And just scrying all the time. So that's spiritual stalking. I just feel it. I feel like I can't get it out. I might need to just turn it off. I don't know if it's just not really agreeing with me for a bit. I don't know if you can still like have it on. Or maybe just move it further away. Because I don't know if I actually want to turn it off because I like the smell. Move it further away. Yeah. So it's spiritual stalking where they've actually been sending monitoring spirits towards this feminine to gather around this feminine, spiritual spying, collect information, and then go feed it back to see what she's doing. Throat chakra. But the energy field, right? Because the won't like it is something to do with like the won't let go. And then we've got garlic, right? So there could be energy vampires who's doing it, where they're trying to just siphon on the energy and they want that energy. And something to do with the energy field, what they possess and what they carry is really repulsive. Maybe they're doing some really repulsive, disgusting, downright dirty, putrid things. What's enough to make anyone be sick? Power in reverse. They want that personal power for themselves. I just feel like there's some really like something to do with suffocating. Someone in this connection suffocated someone. Someone in this connection has suffocated somebody. Power in reverse. So they've not got that. Oh, I swear, I feel like someone's been suffocated or something. Like they've just really found it really hard, or they were struggling to breathe. Something to do with his chest. Not bad. But obviously, if someone's like constantly taking everything, and that hard work, something to do with stress, anxiety, maybe panic attacks, sleepless nights, they'd be doing this moon magic stuff, scrying, to make someone just like feel overwhelmed with the amount of like getting watched in all type of areas. Wow, not just physically getting watched and stalked, but energetically through scrying. So that's either through a mirror, doing mirror magic, or that, and like a crystal ball where they're paying for these readings constantly because they're proper desperate to see all this feminist masculine in my throat chakra. Really bad. I can't cope with it, man. Real bad. Really bad, like clarity in reverse. Faithfulness. And they're trying to get, right, with this union, my throat chakra, I is getting that if they're going for these readings and stuff, they're getting more and more anxious. So if they've done all this, right, and they're going to a real good reader who's obviously of the light, more of the light, because it can birth like everyone can operate out of darkness and dark mode. But there's having panic attacks while it's going to these readers, like intuition. So anyone who's actually really intuitive, when these people go for these readings, is going to start having real bad panic attacks because they know it's going to be time up. Can't cope with this, man. Aphrodisiac. Who's this feminine having sexy time with and that? What's he going to do with them? I mean, if it's an ex and stuff, when there's just no love there anymore. Hold on. Just had to click that out. I need to release it because it's not actually my energy, but something to do with they're trying to do some sort of suffocation by a spirit. You know when like because someone's been harassed like proper spiritually, like going through all that, and then they're being harassed spiritually, where it's like they can't breathe anymore because they're not allowed to move on. Something to do with they're not allowed to move on in a relationship. Like they want to take everything, their full empire, and that person's not allowed to move on and get in a relationship. I can't cope. Something real bad, man. Intrusion is real invasive. So maybe feminine could have been having like some sort of panic attacks because there's not just physical spying and stealing of everything, and a lot of like dark spell work, just not even like being able to feel like they can have sexy time and stuff because they've been really invasive. Like it's like they want to see her having sexy time or something. And purpose in reverse, they're soulless. They've got no purpose of their own. Which has just made my heart go really funny. They're not wanting real bad. Wow. They're not wanting her to purify her own energy. Like soothe in reverse or be soothed or yeah. So it's like, oh, we can keep doing this. This is what there's actually strongly believe in. We can keep taking everything of yours. And we don't want anyone to soothe you. We don't want you to hold anyone's hand. We don't want you to come into union. Yeah. Forbidden. So there was forbidden. And then they could be trying to take that feistiness, just constantly invading. A really bad invasion of privacy to the point where you feel like you're being watched from all angles, and like you just can't breathe. Real bad, because I'm just feeling like real bad panic attacks, sensitive. So it could be sensitive to energy, gossip, and they're just starting gossip, like they're stealing everything. Then they're starting gossip about that person, and they pretend to be that person, and they just don't make sense. I'm feeling like really bad anxiety. I think I might have to take that marshmallow stuff off because it's making me feel like could be something to do with the sauna actually. Take it off. I don't think I can take it off. I don't. Just have the light on. I'm just feeling real stuffy. So I'm just going to open the window. Because I just feel real like I can't breathe. But maybe that's what it is. Like, obviously, if someone's like physically taking everything, that work, that knowledge, and then there's knowing that there's getting everything stolen from, and then there's spiritual spying, and then wanting to see who she's like meeting up with, because I want to see that because I was getting this proper sick bond intrusion. Who she bonding with? She ordered someone's hand. What I just talk. I can't cope. I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack, man. Like a really bad panic attack. I tried to do some sort of banishing. Like some sort of banishing spell. So maybe try to banish divine masculine, divine feminine apart. I don't know if I need to go in the kitchen because I'm just feeling like really anxious, like I could just have a real bad full-blown panic attack, which is just not good. A full-blown panic attack. Because I'm just feeling real panicky with this reading. Like a full-blown panic attack. So it could be... Do you know where you just feel like you can't breathe? Everything just keeps getting stolen. Like that full empire. Sleep. So probably doing some sleep spell work. Something to do with wanting to put. And they're forbidden from doing it as well, but they don't give a damn. They're romance and affairs. So someone who this feminine has not got any romantic connection with, I feel like I could have a real bad panic attack, man. And that's maybe what this like the dark I can't get out. Like real obsessed 48 to see who she's got some sort of connection with, but maybe if there's paid for readings, they could get a real bad panic attack. Billy Boy's out. The cat. I'm harmless like cat thing what comes. I've had to go outside. It just don't feel right. Because it's really intrusive and invasive. It's like, it's making me shudder. Like just being watched. But like, there's physical stalking, right? And maybe even spying devices, listening. Then there's like spiritual as well. So to be getting physically stopped, I feel like I could just projectile vomit. No, because it's just real weird emotions, just all like in one. I feel like I could be sick. Wow. Cat's gone in the house. That's not even really my actual cat. Really invasive, right? But I've had like spiritual like stuff where that I've been sat there and there's been like entities like monitoring spirits just stood right next to me, trying to gather information and then go back to the fucking windows and just trying to gather more information to be like, what's she doing, what's she wearing, what's she doing. This is where the anxiety comes on in. That's why I've had to come outside, because I'm just feeling like it's just not right. Faith in reverse, but they've got no faith in divine. No faith in the divine. Power in reverse. Wanting to take someone else's personal power away. And gifts. Caution. So caution. Purification. Trying to stop some sort of purification, right? So if there's loads of negative energy, like it says sage. Sage is scientifically proven to release negative ions and to get rid of, like, help get rid of negative energies, because we all like there's negative and there's positive, like, ions and stuff, right? And these negative ions can actually attach onto your body, and like in your energy field, right? So there's trying to put with this Two of Swords, trying to put a block on some sort of gifts, so sage is not used. There's something surrounding someone trying to say that saging is bad, right? When sage is actually scientifically proven to help get rid of negative energy and release negative ions in the atmosphere, because that can really help. Then we've got breathe eucalyptus. So I had to come outside to breathe because I felt like I couldn't breathe. That's why I had to go to this like deck as well, because I knew breathing would come out at some point. Trying to stop some breathing, airwaves in sleep. So they've done some sort of spell casting in sleep state to stop someone from breathing, right? Because again, I've mentioned in other videos, when you're asleep, like that's when people are trying to launch spiritual attacks. That's when your body's like the most weakest, and like it's a subset. I can't even say it. Prone, I'll say prone to attacks. Susceptible, something like that. It's a big word. To attacks, right? So then if you're like in sleep state, these people who do all these spiritual attack type things, you're more weaker at night time, or well, when you're sleeping. So they're trying to do these like things in sleep state, or maybe trying to overexhaust somebody for a sword in reverse. If they can't get rest, they can't sleep, they're constantly in stress and anxiety, mental overload, deliberately trying to cause a mental breakdown, because every time they're building up that empire, multiple businesses, it all keeps getting snatched, and then like these spiritual attacks and the entities and monitoring spirits, what's making someone feel like they can't even breathe, and like they're not even allowed to be themselves or have what's rightfully theirs by physical law, universal law, and spiritual law. The fruits of their own labour, because they want it for themselves. But they've not got that like dedication, faithfulness, like not just to the divine, but then like, businesses are in life, but they want it. But they don't possess it on the inside, but they want to possess something what's on the inside of somebody else. Which is that sole purpose, what's not even theirs. It's making me shudder. Breathe. It actually feels really nice breathing outside. Fresh air. eucalyptus. So maybe needing eucalyptus oil, as that's really good for clearing airwaves. Eucalyptus oil in the bath. Aloe vera is come out again, and I mentioned like soothe earlier, and I was going to go back and say something about aloe vera and using aloe vera, and then it's actually like, as I'm about to say it, it's actually there in the cards, which just freaks me out. So aloe vera as well, because that's good for soothing skin. Your skin could be something to do with skin, like skin type, skin therapy. It could be something to do with skin therapy. It could be something to do with skin therapy. It could be something to do with skin therapy, like skin analysis, working with skin. Like facials or working like in anatomy and physiology, all the fives. Skin type, it could actually be to do with skin type. Right? Caution. Skin type. You know, like different like creams, like obviously there's like soothing skin, like sensitive skin, oily skin, that type of stuff, pustules and papules. So it could be something to do with like therapy and working with skin. Could be something to do with working with skin. Something to do with working with skin. So maybe beauty therapy or something like that. Could be something to do with beauty business, beauty industry. So family or an ex or a father distorted absent father figure who wants to take over this empress's empire, and it could be something to do with beauty industry. Yeah, it could be actually something to do with, I'm just getting real strong beauty industry. Caution, right? Or a salon or a spa, but they've not got the same, some sort of sauna, spa, beauty therapy, massage, like aromatherapy type of stuff, therapy. Mental health, it could actually be doing some of mental health, like anxiety, panic attacks. Counselling. Counselling. Maybe even on the inside, like trying to heal the inside, so like some physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, soul healing, cellular healing. It could be something to do with cellular healing. Generating cells. Billy, he's not even my cat. Can you just get out? Like, it's me on this cat, but you're not allowed in. He's going to bring fleas in. Billy, what are you in my house for, man? These random cats just like want to come in. Come on, Billy. Billy. Looks like a harmless cat. Come on. Please. Because she's going to bring some stuff in which is... I mean, I've played it before, but... I actually feel so alright. And it's a nice cat, but I'm thinking... Every time it comes in, it just drops fleas. I can flea it, and it just doesn't bite. So anyways, yeah, it could be something to do with aromatherapy and stuff like that. Like healing, spa, sauna, massagey type of stuff, nursey or something. But this like absent father figure has not got them same skills or talents. And then this like really wanting to see all this feminine is having a romantic relationship with, but then if it is her own father who's doing it, Oh, it's making me shudder because that comes across as incestuous. I mean, like, if it's her actual, that's why I'm feeling a bit sick as well. And if it's her actual father who's doing it, and he's trying to look and do scrying and look into what she's doing with any other like thingy, then that's well, it is really incestuous. I mean, who's going to want to see their own daughter at it? Who's going to want to see that? A predator. And then obviously, last thing this feminine's going to want, if it's a children's father and she don't want to be with him anymore and there's no sexual attraction there, last thing she's going to want is him pairing on her with a new guy. So caution. Oh, I feel real like clear now there. Like real more like clear. Like there's no... So it could be something to do with like panic attacks, anxiety. As well. So mental health, physical health, emotional well-being. And they're just trying to stop it from happening. Salon, spa, sauna, hot tub like jacuzzi. Which sounds like really nice actually. Memories and sweetness in reverse. So they're trying to do some sort of memory spells to take away some sweet memories, some good memories. They're doing some sort of memory spells. So maybe they're not liking like this feminine's like dreams or goals. They're doing some right mental magic. Yeah, what they're doing is wrong. And I mean, like, it's beyond wrong. It's actually beyond wrong. It's actually beyond wrong. It's way beyond wrong what they're actually doing. Like, it's so far gone wrong that I just don't know if it's going to be fixable. It's so far gone wrong that it's like some things can't be repaired. Like damaging. Repelling romance, so it's something to do with her ex. Where this feminine's just repulsed by this ex. And there's no romantic attraction there, so he's wanting her to be dispirited in life in general and depressed, some sort of depression magic, and wanting this feminine to repulse men. So instead of having that aphrodisiac, that like sexy, like natural energy, natural attraction, because he's bitter, we've got lemon bitterness, he's actually doing some spell work, so people are actually repulsed by this feminine. Because they've stolen money, and that's what they're spending stolen money on for. Like everything what she's worked for. And then he's actually wanting reconciliation with her. So he's doing spell work and everything and trying to ruin his own children's mother, take absolutely everything, and then he's wanting reconciliation with her. So really manipulating this feminine to get back with him, and she doesn't want to get back with him. He's a right fucking weirdo. Honestly. And then not wanting that clarity. So brain fog, something to do with memory, where they're trying to do memory spell. And banding. This is why these stupid dark witches and warlocks who do that type of fucking shit, yeah, need to just fuck on off from this planet because I'm sick to death of these absolute idiots. Oh, you Mr. and Mrs. Witchcraft and Warlock. My ex left me, so, you know, she didn't want to get back with me, so can you help me do a lot of spell casting, steal her inheritance, steal her wealth, the fruits of her labour, and then make everyone just really repulsed by her? What do you mean? And nobody else says, oh, yeah, of course I'll do that for you. Of course I'll do it. Oh, who does that? Oh, I wouldn't even do that for $1 million. Because what's the point? What's the point in doing that? What's the point in doing that? Then we've got, we've got herbal kitchen alchemist. So feminine could be an alchemist where, you know, like herbs and stuff to heal. So it could be something to do with healing, going back to like spa and stuff, like body wraps, and like banging stuff together, like aromatherapy in a good way to help heal, or with like healing. And they're going on off, and then there's doing a shit ton of spell work to stop some sort of fertility and do the total opposite of that. So they can take all the good, ripe juiciness, what's not actually theirs, which is like a big, plump, juicy peach, what was not actually theirs, and it wasn't actually grown by them. They just want to snatch that and have it for themselves when it's theft. It's not. She's not given that peach off their peach tree, what she's grown. They're just literally trying to snatch all the peaches off this peach tree and eat these juicy peaches. Was not actually theirs. And they was never actually allowed to. And then they're literally trying to have this nice peach tree, like just as an example, what she's grown and watered and nurtured, eat all the fruit off it. They're selling it, thinking that they've got the right to sell it, and then just chop the tree down. Autumn, fall, and have everything just keep falling down. It's just weird. Cleansing in reverse and death in reverse. I've done death spells, death magic, death spells, death ritual. Something to do with maybe poisoning water and not wanting it to cleanse or purify, because they want that spell to keep in that aura. So they're trying to stop cleansing, healing, purification, because they want this spell work to stick. Then trying to block gifts and do binding spell to stop these hexes, curses, and these stupid spells being broken. So there's just a load of like weirdos, basically. A load of weirdos, basically. And then incubation in reverse. Cauldron containment. So someone who's bubbling the boiling stuff at a cauldron. Like, I don't mean doing yourself a nice stew in a nice big pot and stuff like that. I mean putting stuff inside of a cauldron to have this feminine infertile fertility spells, trying to stop this feminine getting with any other guy and having a baby. So they're actually doing spell work on the womb, the root chakra, and around the ovaries, and doing some mad stuff in a cauldron. And then paying to have a spider on it. Is it worked? But she keeps breaking it all, and they're getting pissed off with it, real pissed off with it. Death spell, like in reverse, and they're getting real pissed off. They're getting real pissed off. Fertility in reverse, so trying to do death on that fertility. So real strong, like doing it on the ovaries, trying to stop someone from coming into union and having a baby, and actually even having sex in general. So there's probably a cock blocking spell. Fire in reverse and passion. So fire and passion. So make someone like passionless in the bedroom department and no sexy energy whatsoever. So it wouldn't surprise me if they was trying to make masculine have a limp noodle and they're just like not have no sexy time. What's the point in that? I mean, again, what type of dark witch or warlock is like, oh yeah, we'll do that for you. Oh, she's fighting jealousy. Oh, go on then, give us a couple of grand. Of course, we'll do that for you. Because it's only going to bounce back. It's like someone's feeling like they need to actually speak out about some dodgy stuff. What's been going down? What they know is wrongful, and it's totally unlawful. It's totally unrighteous. It's despicable. It's despicable. Something to do with it's despicable how far they've gone, and they're trying to sweep it under the rug like what they usually do. Broomstick, clear it up, sweep it up. It don't matter, we'll sweep it under the rug. So that rug ain't even straight no more. That rug's just got it's like a large bump under the rug, like just a rug what's just got that much shit swept under it. It's unbelievable. Wand, yeah, they can stick that wand up their arsehole. Candle magic in reverse. They've been doing candle magic, just constantly tap, 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 tap. It wouldn't surprise me if it was linking to the three fucking Masons, to be honest. Homeland Foundation, trying to rock that foundation and doing moon magic all the time on a healer. Wow. Too much bibbidi bobbidi boo. And yeah, maybe what's going to happen to this wand, maybe that wand respects. So basically doing it on someone who's proper respected by spirit and the Most High as well. Yeah. Yeah, so basically they're all going to hell. They're going to burn in hell for what they've done. And I mean like really proper burn in hell. I mentioned someone who's like respected by spirit. Spirits just come out. Tarot card. They could have done this to a tarot reader. And they're going to these like false tarot readers. So it could be someone who's just not got that gift of divination where they can read tarots. So it could be something to do with that. Stability in reverse. They just don't want this then. The balance in the upright. Trying to take away that financial stability, that independence. Mental magic. To try and take that physical stability, mental stability, that clarity, emotional stability, overall well-being. They're just proper at it like mad. Yeah, he's getting that there wands. It's going to snap and that death's going to come back. So there could be a death. There could be a death. And someone's literally, from what they've done, being a dark witch and like doing all that, they're going to proper burn in hell. Like they're just going to be proper screaming. Like, and I mean like, because what they've done under the moon cycle with all this dark magic, they're going to be screaming, burning, rotting out. They're going to make out like, oh, I don't give a damn and what I do. As long as I've got a couple of grand of this stolen money, I'll do our work. They're going to be proper screaming, burning and rotting in hell for what they've done. Oh, it's making me shudder. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually made me quite tired. But they're going to be screaming and rotting in hell. And it's getting that there, finding a struggle with grounding now. So they're trying to affect that grounding, that stability, trying to proper uproot someone for no good reason, or for spite, jealousy, and the love of money. Money makes people do the most evilest things to get it. So it's someone who really enjoys doing evil things to get money, which is heart. So there's not got that same aura either. So basically, like this energy field, what this feminine has, changes a lot depending on mood. And their energy feels just sluggish. It's just grey. It's just grey. And it's repulsive. Their energy field is repulsive. And they're trying to project that all by doing some spell work, which is just mad. They've got no guardians. They've got no guardians. They've got familiar in reverse and guardians. They've got no guardian angels anymore. They've got no guardian angels. They've got no one guiding them in spirit realm. They've not even got no animals for protection. This looks like Billy, this. What I've just seen outside. What I've just told to get out of the house. They've got no spirit guides. So they're not really connected to animals. Rebirth and feminine in reverse. They're trying to set that goddess energy. Boundaries in reverse. They've got no boundaries. This is where the feeling like really invasive comes on in. And like you can't breathe because they're breaking physical laws, universal laws, and spiritual laws time and time and time and time again, because they actually think that they're not only above the law, they're above spiritual law and universal law, and they're above the Most High. And they can play God and literally keep ripping everything off somebody because they think they're God and they're not. And not in the devil likes them because the devil's going to make sure that they proper get flame grilled like hell, in it, like flame grilled real bad now. I mean, like real bad. And it's all about to fall down because everything what they've got through stealing, stolen stuff and robbery is going to fall down. It's going to crumble. It's going to crash. And they're not going to be able to come back from it either. Because they're very codependent, they can't regenerate on their own. And they're always going to somebody else to do some stupid spell casting. Because they've got no boundaries. Maybe even blood magic. Oh. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. But it's all going to fall down. Like they can't clear it up. The candles is gonna like ended up like just going out or something realm. Like next time someone tries to do one of these spells, something to do with something real bad's gonna like happen with the candles. A fire. So basically they're gonna try and do some sort of candle magic, or they've already tried to do candle magic and it ended up in a real bad fire where it went wrong and someone could actually burn down their house by trying to do some candle magic, clearance, something to do with like a house has been burnt to cinders. Someone's arm's been burnt to cinders. Someone who's been doing some sort of like black magic or something like that, some sort of burnt to cinders, like charred. I'm feeling like something's getting charred. Something's getting charred. Someone's house could be getting burnt down. If they took a house or a building, what was not actually theirs to take, out of spite and jealousy, they could have burnt that house down. Or if they took like a building, what was supposed to be left to somebody, or they were supposed to inherit that, there's probably charred it and burnt it to cinders out of sheer spite and jealousy. But it's going to help for it. I mean, I don't know if that's going to actually help anyone, whatever, but these going to help. They're actually going to help. Their actual destination is hell because they won't stop doing this stupid dark spell work. Because, like, if someone's got gifts and stuff, they could use them gifts to do their own manifestations of like good stuff, but they want to take other people's manifestations that manifest off the back of someone else's energy field and abundance, like a power plant. Like a power planet. Yes, I was going to leave it there. Like a power planet. Because they can't, like, it's making me tired. They can't regenerate. Maybe someone who's doing it needs a lot of sleep. Someone who needs a lot of sleep. Whereas the one they're coming up against don't need as much sleep. So something to do with like insomnia, or some people like they need 8 hours sleep to function. And some people can literally just go on a couple of hours sleep and just be like enough energy for like the day and the night. Like there's something to do with that as well. Because I can literally just do with like a couple of hours and then still, yeah. But I think that's probably because I've been a full-time mother all my life. And obviously you don't get much sleep when you're a mum. You don't get much sleep when you're a mum. Or a dad, full-time dad. But this dad's been absent, so he's just fucking like, he just wants everything what's not his. He's a proper tumour. So yeah, not got intuition either. Wishes. Wishing to have like some sort of intuitive thoughts, but they haven't. Just some like just really weird, just but there's a lot of anxiety like surrounding this connection. Because maybe this union, a lot of people are just going to end up just dying off or something. You know, like a lot of people are just going to die when this masculine or feminine come together on the inside. Or maybe they already are dying off thinking about this union. Makes them just die. Someone who's just dead on the inside. So yeah, I was going to leave it there. But it's just like, just loads of different like weird feelings. So sending peace, love and light.